I'm waiting for it. Here we go. We live, baby. We are live. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. Let me get this background music out my ear. Hey, man, the CEO is back. You dig what I'm saying? I've been on a hiatus for the last few weeks, but you know your boy is back. CEO B. Then we got Friday nights, Mike. He finally took away the Jody. It's now Mike. And we know he had some Friday nights last night, but we ain't going to discuss his business on here. Then we got Uncle Pudge, a.k.a. Brother Jackson, the Pup King over there. You hear his little puppies getting loud trying to be in our video this morning. It's all good. Then we got the First Lady, Lucretia. How y'all doing this morning, man? Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. What's going on? Y'all tell me what's going on today.
It's going well. I mean, they just started for us, but
It's for everybody.
But it's going good.
Good. See. Let me also state that some of our brothers ain't on the podcast this morning. Now, while your boy was on hiatus, don't think I ain't keep my eyes on the show. And the one certain not your average chef Jimbo called us step kids or adopted kids or whatever you said, step family, adopted family. Jimbo, now you ain't here. We're gonna put you in the friend zone, my guy. We friend zoning you right now, my guy, because you ain't on the show. He did say he'll be here later, so he'll pull
that don't count.
It don't count.
We still put you out. So
right, you put me out, we're gonna put you out too. We putting you in the friend zone today, my guy.
Yeah, he said not your average chef. He need to change his name to not your favorite chef right now.
Exactly. But no, shout out to Jimbo, shout out to Nate, and Coach A. We'll pull up and talk to you guys a little bit later. But also something else y'all didn't do. Nick in the comments, but he ain't on the show. He must be at work. But we ain't gonna get on him.
I believe he's most likely at work.
He probably is. I ain't gonna get on him. But okay. Listen, something that I didn't see y'all do last week or maybe even the week before, y'all didn't do no mental health checks, man. So let's get back on the mental health kick. And anybody that's watching, I want you to put y'all mental health in the comments from 1 to 10. We're gonna start with Friday Night Lights, man. How you feeling for your last week, brother? What's your mental health?
You know what? It was a 10, and then we started talking about the Cuban sandwiches, and now I want one. So it's a 9 when I get that sandwich later on.
I'm gonna get that sandwich later.
I'm gonna get that sandwich later, then it'll be back to a 10. But it's a 9 until I get that sandwich now that we just talked about it.
I feel you. Uncle Pudge, where you at this morning, man? 1 to 10 mental health check.
Man, I'm at a 6.
You at a 6? Ooh, that's kind of low. What's going on with you, brother?
And I got into an argument with my mother, so.
Ooh, not Miss Carolyn.
Yeah, man. So.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
I feel you. I know families go through it, man. And listen, man, we have almost prayer for you and your mother. You know, families go through it. Hopefully, it will get reconciled. And you know, with your brothers and your sister here on the podcast, if you need to talk, you know, we're more than happy to talk with you, my brother. You dig what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Yes, sir.
And
yes, sir.
Hey, you know, you need me to play, you know, the in-between, I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Lucretia, 1 to 10, where you at?
I am a 10 this morning. I woke up.
Yeah.
Just woke up happy. So
that's what's up. I'm on a 10.
What you got to say, Jody?
What you got to say?
Because she was popping with them twists earlier this morning, so I know she get right.
I'm at a 10 myself, man. It's a beautiful morning today. We finished our move. As y'all can see, my background is totally different from what I had before. Very happy. The vibes here are excellent. I'm able to sleep at night without using melatonin and all that type stuff. So the vibes and the energy in this new spot is at an utmost high. And I give it all to Christ, man. Christ has blessed us to be in this position. And I'm just feeling good about life at the present moment, man. So that's what
how is the new house?
It's good, man. We still unpacking. Like I told Cree before we got in, me and Sam got an office now, so we got office space to do stuff, and we kind of separate that from our living space. So I think that's what a big problem that we had in our other places. Everything was integrated, so we were able to separate our workspace from our living space. So I'm able to leave this office and close the door and then I'll be in my living space. So I think that was a big deal for me.
So you mean also guests? We won't have no more guests popping through the background.
Right. So I can close the door, And the kids ain't just popping up, which is cool. They can pop up, but they just ain't popping up out of nowhere like they was before. So it's a blessing. It's a blessing. But we gotta keep it locked. We got a fantastic show that our CMs has put together for us. So y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back.
It's a song. Good. Tell them I ain't mad. They ain't no. You know I ain't mad. You love it. Ain't nobody ever take this moment from me. So nigga, while I got it, the fuck it, it's all good. It's all good.
Jimmy, do you not know that dumping the ball off to your big man gets him and motivates him?
Tell them I ain't mad, they ain't no. You know I ain't mad if you love it. Ain't nobody ever take this moment from me.
I don't want no smoke over there. I heard her cut somebody out in traffic. I don't want no problem with that.
For real. I'm like, no part
I don't
of
want
that.
no problem with that.
All right, family talk. Let's discuss it. We are back. Before we get into anything we'll be talking about, our very own Tony Ultra, who's on all of our intros and does a lot of our music for our podcast. First off, we want to thank this brother because he absolutely helps us out with the music and everything like that, so we don't get copyrighted things and stuff like that. So shout out to Tony Ultra, but he just dropped another single yesterday called I'm the One. So we're gonna give y'all a little snippet of that real quick, and then we're gonna then Mike, we're gonna jump right into it after the snippet. All right, let's get it.
Hey, look, hey, from the top, finger up. Even if it's Tuesday in your cup, hey, look, same amount of fucks. I don't give all the blunts that I ship it for some dollars should appear, hey.
That's just a little snippet. I'm the One. So it's on all major platforms, whatever y'all listening to as far as music and streaming your music. Go check out Tony Ultra. I'm the One. And let's get it out. Let's jump into the comments real quick. Say good morning to some people. We got Carolyn and Ria in the comments. Good morning. Good morning. Some of our faithfuls that pulls up on us on the barbecue every Saturday morning. We love you guys. We appreciate you being here. But CM, man, let's run it. Let's get into it.
I mean, when you hopping on the remix to that song though.
Hey, I'm gonna talk to him about it. That beat be sliding.
That beat was a little hot. I was like, what happened on the remix, man?
I'm gonna tell him we need a remix. So y'all gonna listen to the original, then you can find the CEO on the remix.
Wait,
soon.
so you gonna rap on the remix?
Yeah, if my brother let me, yes, sir, absolutely.
Oh, so y'all rap?
Where you been at?
I ain't gonna say her. You might. We got to holler at you after the show. We got to get you on that slide. Yet?
Cause y'all ain't put me on, so
we got to put you on, Cree. We got to get you on.
We got to put you on the slide.
Tony Ultra and your boy the CEO has made tons of music actually together. It's just one.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. We got to put you on. We'll put you on. We'll put you on. But yes, I do rap, and I think I'm pretty good at it myself. So
okay,
I ain't mean to toot my horn, but let's get it.
He came through with hot 8 bars and left us looking like that's it, just 8.
That's because I want you to fiend for more. That's all it is.
We want 16 next time.
I got you, bro. I got you. Let's get into it, man.
Oh, good morning. So we got the family hot topic this morning. And I seen this on Twitter yesterday, and I was like, "Ooh, we finna talk about this." So, we all know Kirk Franklin, right? Gospel, like preacher, gospel singer, artist. You know, his son, is it Kyron?
Carry on.
Okay. Well, Kirk Franklin's son, Carry-On, arrested in connection to missing woman believed to be dead. He was pulled over while driving the deceased victim's car.
Oh wow.
So that's a little bit to unpack. What are y'all thoughts on that?
I didn't know nothing about this until, of course, you sent it to us in the group chat. So I was trying to look at it a little bit this morning to read up on it, but I didn't read much up on it. But my opinion is when you get caught with your hand in the cookie jar. It was you with your hand in the cookie jar. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Why would he be driving the deceased vehicle? Somebody just died and you just happen to jump in the car and drive to McDonald's? Like, nah. I mean, come on. So it's it's just one of those. I don't know. I mean, he got arrested. I hope he didn't do it. I hope he didn't do it for the sake of him and his life. But if you get caught red-handed doing something like that, you got to face the consequences. Daenerys, what's up, man? Good morning, brother.
Hello, boy, Daenerys. He has had.
Benji, what's good?
If you've seen like about a year ago, he had like the whole going live and going to his aunt's house and getting stuff. So for the last like year, he has been in and out of like mental health institutions and stuff. So he has been going through it as far as his mental health, because he's like posted a lot of things. Remember when he recorded the conversation between him and his dad, and his dad told him his dad cussed him out. He was trying to discredit him as a man of God because he cussed him out, and his dad told him he'll put hands on him.
Yeah.
And I was like, that kind of backfired, because you you was trying your daddy, so I don't know what you wanted him to say. Even a man of God slip up every once in a while, bro. Yeah, Carolyn, this the one Kurt cussed out. This the one Kurt cussed out.
Yeah, this the one Kurt cussed out, and he tried to denounce his godliness in front of everybody in the world.
Yeah. So I think it's one of them things where he's going through these mental health issues. You know what I'm saying? Because you can tell when he talks and he goes live and stuff that he's not all the way there.
All the way there, yeah.
He's talking real reckless and real crazy. A lot of the times, and I thought it was just interesting that, you know what I'm saying, it's like he's on a downhill spiral and he just got caught driving some dead woman's car. And I'm just like, I wonder how much of his mental health they're going to take into consideration when they do go to prosecute him. Because that you're right.
But this is just an alleged, though. We gotta keep that. First.
Yeah, I was gonna say that it is alleged. I don't know if they have evidence that he actually did it. I don't know, but let me ask a question, because you just said something like, you just said that you hope they take his mental health into consideration. What do you mean by that when you say into consideration? Because if let's say hypothetically that he did do it, and they do take mental health into consideration, should he not get the punishment that he deserved because of mental health, or like elaborate on that?
I think that you have to do I think there's a psych evaluation that needs to be processed before you can see how much of this is due to his mental health, because you got people that'll play the crazy card and be, you know what I'm saying, all the way there. They just playing a role, trying to get a lesser sentence. So I think after several psych evaluations, then they should determine the extent of his punishment. Because sometimes he be talking reckless, and then sometimes but he like also makes sense when he talk reckless. He just talking reckless, and it seemed to be more of a like he's a little bit gone, but it's just like he's more emotional. So it's like I feel like if that's the case, and he is in his right mind, I think he should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law, because there's no, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to give you a pass for doing wrong. Wrong is wrong. You know what I'm saying? And so you're not going to get a pass for doing wrong from me. So I think that once he gets several psych evaluations, and I think getting a psych evaluation from somebody who's non-biased to who his father is, and then I think that you can proceed from a standpoint of a proper punishment per se. But also you got to prove that he was guilty too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's
right. Like, that's the big thing. You got to prove that he did it.
Prove that he did it. But it just, for the facts that it just don't look good. It just don't look good when you get caught, you know what I'm saying, as a black man in this country, driving a dead woman's car. Like that just don't never look good on his
So
behalf.
Apparently I went on because I didn't know too much about it either. I went on Vibe. Well, I saw the article on Vibe, and it said that he said that he believes that she isn't dead. I don't think that's true, because I've met the woman who sold me the car. He stated, explained that he owned the car for over a year.
So he owned the car
for over a year. So apparently he got stopped for a tail light first, and then everything went crazy from there. But I don't know too much. And like you said, Jody, like he does have some mental stuff, because I do remember when that whole situation with Kirk happened. I actually saw an interview with his mother, and she was talking about how like they've been having issues with him since like he was really, really young. Like she won't disclose everything, but you can tell like mentally he has a lot of issues going on. So I'm not gonna say like that constitutes what he did if he did it. Right. But at the end of the day, like he seems like a troubled young man.
Yeah, and that's like my biggest point is it to that fact. It's like I always want, like I tell my young brothers and sisters all the time, it being black, you are always going to be considered guilty till they can prove you innocent. And therefore, it's like, bro, you got to think about the things you're doing before you actually do them, because the moment you got pulled over in that car and they realized that owner of the car was deceased, boom, you was guilty. And now you got to sit there and fight for your innocence. You don't get to go the opposite way around. But if he bought the car a year ago, he didn't have no registration, no proof of insurance, no nothing.
Yeah, the car was still in her name. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That's a little weird.
Yeah, Jerry, I don't know if he was on drugs or not. Y'all know if he was on drugs or whatever?
They didn't say when in the report that he was on drugs when he got pulled over, but I know from the past he's been on drugs with the whole rant and getting kicked out of the houses, and every time he had an interaction with somebody in the family, he was going live, and he seemed to be very turned up on the live video. So I don't know if he was on drugs when he got pulled over or not.
Gotcha. Well, the best thing that us as people that's watching this stuff is to pray for the young man. You know what I'm saying? Pray for him and leave it in God's hands and see what God can do with that situation. Uncle Pudge, man, let's wrap it up. What's your thoughts on it?
Well, why is it always the preacher kids?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh man.
Dang, man. I mean, dang. You get the preacher kids that wanted for murder, preacher kids out here having gangbangs, preacher kids. Boy, I'm just saying. Kids be getting in trouble a lot, but man, look, if that dude has some problems mentally, then he should be treated as such. Like getting him some help. Like Jody said, that should be taken into consideration, because they do that when these kids grab a gun and shoot the school up. They be like, oh, he got mental problems. Same thing with him. He got mental problems. Help that brother. Now, if he don't, fry his ass.
Give him the rod.
Man. You driving around in a deceased woman's car. That ain't no accident. That's not a coincidence. That's not anything else, man. That's something. And if you know something, you need to start telling something. Because that's the only way you get out of this situation. Don't try to be one of those, I'm a ride with my boys and tell something, because
I'm pulling the Tekashi 6ix9ine. I ain't going to prison for nobody.
For real. Hey, that street code is out the window or something like that. And I'm surrounded. Hey, I got to get myself out of here. I got to get myself out of this. I'm speaking on it. I'm telling you that right now.
I'm gonna write it down for you. Take a picture, screenshot it, everything. Here you go.
I'm telling you everything you need to know. Everything I know, you gonna get it, officer. Yes, you are.
I'm gonna tell you some things you don't know. I'm gonna tell who got illegal cable. He over there. And he got cable.
Damn,
I mean, I'm not going to jail, man.
Hold on now. We might have to hold up on that illegal cable.
Let me tell it everybody people business.
I'm just saying, man, whatever I need to say.
You got to get this though.
For real though. But one quick thing for me though, man. Shout out to Benji Banks. Last night, you see my wine glass. The man wine is off the chain, man. I had it.
Hey, I heard. Wonderful. Hey, Benji, if you still watching, I heard about your wine, man. They said you was shipping them some bottles. Hey, the CEO need to taste it too, my guy.
For real.
Hey, the first lady need to taste it too, Benji. So now you need to hit us up. Now.
I got a bottle if y'all want to see it.
I want to drink it.
I want to see it. Like, no, I need a bottle for myself.
I want to drink it.
I got one more bottle if y'all want to see it. It come packaged nice too. I'm talking about.
Hey, Benji,
yeah, go ahead and show it.
Yeah, show it. Let me see it, Mike. Let me see it. But Benji, man, I need to taste that wine. I done heard some good things about your wine, brother. I need to taste it. Send me a little sample.
Ooh, I can't wait now.
Yeah, I'm licking my lips and stuff now, watering, because I want to taste it. I want to taste it, Benji.
So, it's some good stuff, man. That Moscato.
Y'all step down. It ain't even 10 o'clock in the morning. Y'all
trying to get drunk. You see?
Hey, sound like next episode AA meeting. But no, man, this thing right here legit.
Okay,
yeah,
that's what's. He do it himself.
Oh,
I think so. Like he got a company or something like that.
Okay.
He been on a sportcast with us. But listen, between me and my parents, we killed that first bottle. So hey, I'm kind of high in this one right here. You know.
Which one is that one? What kind of wine is that one?
What kind of wine is
Moscato?
Moscato.
Yeah.
2020.
You got any red wine?
Yeah, he got.
Yeah,
listen, I tell you what.
It's on.
Yeah, Benji, you done got you some plugs, huh?
Hey, we gonna hook you up. He got a whole variety.
All right, yeah, we're gonna get Mike. We're gonna get Mike to get us put us on.
I will send you the link because I still got the link he sent for me and tell you to look through. So I will send you the link and y'all can. He got all kind of stuff.
Yeah, do that. All right, but let's move on because Benji about to get us on this wine kick. Let's jump into some topics, man. Hey, what we got? What we got going on with the topics here?
We got the want to talk about the American bail system. Do we think that is something that needs to be changed?
Let me ask, what's wrong with it before we go into doing it? Let's ask that first. What's wrong with
it? It seems to be that they lock you up for low level offenses. They give you this high behind bail, and then it's like they don't really want to relatively give you that money back. You know what I'm saying? Because they say, oh, if you pay your bill, go to court, do everything you gotta do, you get your money back. It's not often that a lot of people get their money back. And what ends up happening is you end up putting people in the hole financially, because like if you get locked up for something stupid but you need to go to work, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna pay that bill, or you're gonna put liens out on your car or your houses and stuff like that. And so it just seems like a very controversial way to get money out of people for seemingly doing stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like
that was going to be my point when I saw this topic. Is I don't see the point of bail. I don't see the point. If somebody's doing something illegally or somebody get arrested for something that they've done that they weren't supposed to do, why are we trying to get them back out of jail if they're putting them in jail?
It depends on what it is, because like for instance,
and I agree with that. It depends on what it is.
You get caught driving with a suspended license, they'll arrest you and then put you on bail. And let's say you can't afford the bail, so now you got to sit in jail for over a month and a half to your court date. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, why they just don't write you a ticket and give you a court date and go about your business? Why do I have to pay a bail? And then the bail be like $400-$500. Right. So it's like, if you can't afford $400-$500, then you sit in jail for 45 days over a suspended license. And it seems like a ripoff to try to get money from people. And
I don't know too much about it, but do they charge each day that you're there too?
Yeah, they do. So I give you a little background story. Back in like 2013, I got caught driving with suspended license, and they took me to jail, and my bail was like $400. Now, fortunately, right, I could pay that, so I paid my own bail and whatever. But like about a month later, I got a letter and a bill from Hillsborough County Corrections Facility, right, for like $200 and something, right? But this is what they did. It was $300 and something, but they took the $100 out of my wallet, right, and use that $100 to pay $100 on the bill. So my bill was like $326, but it was $226 because they just used the cash out of my wallet, right? And then I had to pay a bill, and then they wanted me to pay them for my stay. It's like, you arrest me, make me pay bail, and then charge me for being in jail. Yeah, that's a thing. That's truly a thing. They charge you for being in jail. So
see, that's I don't get that either. Why are we charging people for being in jail? Y'all put me here, so y'all put me here and then charge me for being here. if that's the case, don't put me here. If that's gonna be the case, I understand. Like Jody said earlier, there's people out there that does minor things and we shouldn't be arresting. Like, for example, like Jody just said, he got arrested for driving with a suspended license. Why are we arresting people for that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's give them a citation, show up in court, have somebody come pick you up because you technically can't drive. You know what I'm saying? And this is how our jail and correctional facilities are being
overcrowded.
Yes. Oh, that's the word I was looking for. They're being overcrowded for the silliest things. You know what I'm saying? So to a certain extent, I don't get the bail thing, but to a certain extent, there's also people out there that are doing minor things that can utilize that bail system. So in order to change it, I would morally just say get rid of it, but we're not 100% get rid of it. Let's get rid of it for the minor things. So if somebody get caught what a half an ounce of weed, we shouldn't be saying they can't get bail. For one, I don't think they should get arrested.
But
for one.
yeah, it also shit that trips me out. It's like you give bail to people that don't need it. It's like, oh, this dude, is under suspicion for child pornography and sex trafficking. We're gonna give him a $500,000 bail. If anybody needs to not have a bail, I would think it would be that guy.
Yeah, that part.
Dudes be in jail for like double homicide and get a bail. Like,
yeah, they shouldn't have a bail.
Right, they shouldn't have no bail at all. You know what I'm saying?
Have a bail,
if somebody kidnaps somebody, he should have no bail, because if he kidnapping people, why are we putting them back on the street to go kidnap somebody else? And I know that's hypothetically speaking. I'm just hypothetically speaking, but yeah. So to answer the question, I think the bail system should go away. I think some sort of small bail system should be put in place for those minor incidents. That's my opinion. But
yeah, I don't know too much about it, and I don't know. Probably haven't even looked at the laws and stuff like that. But it should be more strict on the laws and who can get bail, who cannot get bail, what constitutes for bail, what doesn't. Because I don't know too much about it, but I don't. Americans are crooks.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
Americans are crooks and in debt and stuff, and we crooks and in debt. How you crooks and be?
Don't make no sense, y'all.
It don't make no sense at all. It's for real. Not your average chef.
But he eating on camera. You should have just waited
till you was food.
Hey, good morning. Check this out. Merlot, red wine to Benji.
Hey! We gonna get the orders in. We gonna get the orders in after the show. We was done with that.
And also,
here you go.
Y'all make sure Chef Bob get a feature on the remix. You did.
You see how
hey Jimbo, I got you, bro. We're gonna put you on the
pigment
remix,
people
bro.
come in. I want to comment on everything. Oh, but I'll be late though. You guys,
while I'm eating.
Hey, Mike.
While I'm eating.
Mike and Telly, Brandon, Creason, I love you guys.
Hey, we love you too, Jimbo.
We are so happy to see you. I love you guys.
We so happy to see you this morning, brother. Hey, we put you in the friend zone. We put you in the friend zone today because you ain't show up on time.
Well, shoot, y'all do that every day to me. I feel like.
Nah, don't start that. Don't start that. But hey Jimbo, before we move on, you got anything about the bail thing? I know you was listening. You got anything?
Oh man, it's all about money, bro.
Yes,
and they make the taxpayers pay for jail, and they make the prisoners pay for jail too.
Wow.
America's greed, Port man.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
man, it's a dirty game out here, man.
Americans we are a trip, boy. And I say we because we all Americans, but we are a trip.
I'm not American anymore.
What? So what are you?
Not American anymore.
You got a dual citizenship somewhere else?
Yep.
Oh, you do? You need to hook me up with your
Kingdom
plug.
of heaven.
Hold on. I didn't even know that. It said they will take your money and then make you pay a fee to get it back off of credit. What?
That's crazy.
Yeah, the jail system crazy. Uncle Pudge, just wrap it up, man. What you got on
it? I got a story for you, actually.
I know you do.
I said, we'll get one sooner or later.
We should make a little. Anytime he say that, we should make a little chime that says story time.
Story time. Yep. I was about to say.
It is about. I'm gonna say about 5 years ago, I was driving. I had dropped my daughter off at home, and I'm on my way back home, and cop pulled me over. It's a rookie cop. She was training. Okay, so they pulled me over, and they, run my plates and all that, right? Gave my license, and they come back, and when I'm looking out the rear view, I see another cop pull up, and I'm like, oh man, what's going on here? When you see cop cars,
it's always that second cop.
Yeah. So they come back, and I see them walking back, and one got the hand on the gun. I'm like, oh shit, what the hell is going on here? So she come out, and she was like, I want you to step out the car. I'm like, the hell I do? So they say, well, you driving on a suspended license. And I'm like, no, I'm not. My license is valid. They say, yeah, you legal to drive in Wisconsin, but not Illinois. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. If I got a valid license, I can drive anywhere in the 50 states. So they fined me $500, took me down to jail.
So what they fine you $500 for?
Oh, that was the
ticket.
What is it? The township or county, whatever.
What?
Of Rockton, driving on a suspended license. You get a $500 fine from them, and then I still had to pay $315 in bail to get out. Long story short, I go to court. They say, let me see your license. They say, yeah, your license valid. I said, I know that. Case dismissed. I'm like, oh, hell no. So I didn't get my bail money back because they said that went towards court costs. And I didn't even get my $500 back. And I'm like, the hell y'all talking about?
They robbed you. They robbed you at that point.
Right. I'm like, I shouldn't have been pulled over and arrested in the first place. Yeah. So I need my money back. Well, at the time, even though the computer made a mistake, at the time it showed your license was suspended. I'm like, but it wasn't suspended.
So yeah, they could look at your license and said.
Yeah, they kept my $5 and my $315. They beat me out of $815.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Yeah, and by the way, I did have to pay a $375 court fee when I did go to court too. So, and the crazy part about it is, I did all this work to get my license back, went to court, and then if you don't pay the court fee within 30 days, they suspend your license again.
What?
Yeah.
Get me out of this stupid country.
Crooks, boy, in America.
Did you just say get me out of this stolen country?
Stupid country.
Oh,
it's stolen too.
Yeah, stolen.
Crooks.
All of the above.
Crooks, man. Listen, man, let's move on. Before we move on, we got Not Your Average Chef in the building. Before we move on, Not Your Average Chef, please give me your mental health within the last week of 1 to 10, bro.
Man. Listen, God is good all the
time.
All
the time. God is good.
There you go.
Devil get off it.
Devil get off it.
That's what's up. We wanted to get that in before we move on. So CM, let's move on, brother. What's the next topic?
All right. Well, this is a good one. Your kids and social media. What is too young, and when is it the right time for your kids to explore this good old thing we call the internet and social media?
Man, I'm tell you right now, none of my kids are on social media at all. None of them are on social media at all. As far as the internet itself, they use the internet merely because of video games or to research for school. Other than that, we don't do no searching of the web. We don't do a lot of that stuff is also monitored. You know what I'm saying? We're not letting Elijah walk around here on a tablet or a phone just searching the web the way he wants to search the web. A lot of that stuff is monitored. So, I mean, to answer the question, I think that whatever. It's all comes to the parent when they're comfortable letting the children jump on the web. I just feel like that stuff should be monitored, and whatever they're doing, it needs to be monitored and supervised. So yeah, that's my thought on it. It goes back to the parent, my opinion.
I think that I can't really say a certain age. I think that you would have to look at the maturity level of your child to kind of gauge that aspect, because my nieces and nephews are not on social media, but they do watch YouTube videos, and it's like we have to also monitor that because they're getting false. But for right now, my nephew isn't into looking at information. You know what I'm saying? He's in a place where he wants to watch the what is it, like the reaction videos of like people playing Call of Duty and
that's what Elijah do too, to watch people playing video games and stuff.
The people doing the whole football thing, the dude that goes around like the top prospect football games and watches the football players and stuff. So he's into that type of thing. I put him on, you know what I'm saying? I put him on to the N1 videos not too long ago.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Now that boy think he hot sauce, and I'm like, boy,
you think he hot sauce and skip to my loot.
I like, well, I said, boy, we used to pass these DVD rounds at school, boy. You tripping, boy?
For real. For real.
But for him right now, he's at an age where he just wants to watch stuff that he thinks he can relate to, which is you know what I'm saying? We don't really bother him too much on it. We keep an eye on it because
that's something you still got to keep an eye on.
Oh yeah, because one day he was on my laptop and he was watching some videos of Floyd Money Mayweather, and one of the videos happened to be him going to a strip club. And I walked past my laptop, and you got Floyd Money in the strip club throwing money, and I'm like, "What you watching?" And he was like, "Nothing." I was like, give me that. Like, you wilding right now, bruh. But I think you should have to gauge the maturity level of your kids, because you know what I'm saying. You let them on the internet too early. You know what I'm saying. There's a lot of false narratives out there. You know what I'm saying. There's a lot of agendas being pushed. There's a lot of brainwashing out there. So you have to gauge the maturity level of the internet, and plus you have to watch out for people preying on kids and stuff like that. They'll contact kids during like on YouTube. I didn't know you can message people off of YouTube till just recently. So anytime my nephew's at my house and he's watching YouTube, he's on my laptop because it's under my username and stuff. So not too many perverts gonna message a 30-something-year-old grown man. So he's on my profile with my picture. But I think it's just as far as like gauging your kid's maturity level, because if you don't, it could be very downhill. And just the FYI, sex trafficking is real. So people, please watch your kids' internet uses, because there's a lot of really horrible people out there on the internet looking to get anybody they think is young off of every platform. It don't matter.
It's every platform.
Every platform.
TikTok, Snapchat.
Yeah, every platform has an IM instant messenger and stuff. So please watch out. It's real out there in these streets.
Yeah. What you got, Cree?
No, I was gonna say I agree. I do think it depends on the maturity level of the child, like how well you know your child. But for internet wise, like I remember if I remember correctly, back when we had like AOL dial-up and stuff like that, there was a specific section for kids, like once you signed on. So like I mean, it would be smart if we had like a special web browser for children. So everything is content, even like YouTube videos and stuff like that, for children only. So just to make it more, I guess I can monitor it easily, because once like I've seen like kids, babies like 3 years old with a phone, and they can search the YouTube like.
Let me tell you, listen, I got a 3-year-old, right? And it just blows my mind that our 3-year-old knows what Wi-Fi is and knows what YouTube is.
Yeah.
Knows how to get on it, knows how to search whatever videos they want to search for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
It's very crazy.
I know there's like devices, like I know Amazon Fire Tablet has one for children and stuff like that. But I mean, for internet wise, I mean, if there's a browser somewhere out there specifically for kids, then it kind of cuts off, a little bit of things and stuff like that. But I don't know. The internet gets crazier and crazier each year. So, but you do have to really pay close attention. And the thing is, not knocking anybody's parental ways, but I do see kids with devices and parents are not really watching. They're just giving it to them because they want them to shut up or something like that. So we also got to be mindful. Yeah, we want our children to be quiet, and stop horsing around. But then you also want to make sure they're not going on things that's not of age.
So. Exactly.
Well, Creed, let's just be real. Them back in the day, we was on AOL. Them little chat rooms we used to be in. We used to be in a wilder. Me and my homies.
Well, I mean, no.
We was in them things wild.
But it wasn't as crazy back then, though.
You're right. We probably didn't think about it. Yeah. I can guarantee you, not everybody in that chat room was in the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. It was like a middle school chat room. I can guarantee you that everybody in that chat room was in middle school. It really was. Them chat rooms used to be lit. We used to have full-blown relationships in them chat rooms.
Like my first, like my boyfriend, who was really my first boyfriend, but we met through AIM, through like one of them city chats. And then when I graduated, like we actually graduated high school, like we started going out and stuff like that. But I mean, we still cool nowadays. But I mean, I didn't think anything of it. I was like, he was cool. I mean, we've known each other for like years on AIM. So
look, I didn't put a lot to it. Them MySpace, but when MySpace came out with that like instant IM thing, and you can pull a little icon and that thing, bing, bing, bing. Boy, them things used to be lit. And I can guarantee you, not every woman I was on that time. I can guarantee I was probably talking to a few dudes on that thing. I can probably guarantee you.
Hey, don't admit to that, bro.
Some of the pictures, now that I think about it, was just a little too good to be true. Here I am, this little dweeby 14-year-old, you know what I'm saying? And here I am talking to this chick who look about 20-something, find it in the mug. I was like, you know what, man, I got catfished a couple times.
Yeah, you probably got catfished.
Yeah,
I got catfished a couple times.
You should have probably kept that to yourself. You should have kept that to yourself. Jimbo, what you got? What you got, Jimbo?
Well, shoot, you know, I'm somewhat old school, so shoot, if they are watching something, before you go to a next episode, I need to see what you watching. Oh, Daddy, I'm watching the same thing. What I just say? Shoot, they gotta let me know before they go in the fridge.
Hey,
they don't
my
got permission to go on my fridge. What you talking about?
Man, people think I'm so mean. Y'all better look at you, bro. My man.
For real, boy. I want to know when you breathe.
I want to know everything.
Yeah.
Child abuse.
That ain't child. It's called correct parenting.
Yeah, that's right.
That's teaching them something, man. No, I'm feeling you, Jimbo. That's what it is right there.
And most of the stuff that they do watch, I try to watch it before I watch it with them.
And that's one thing that my mom did when we were younger. Anything we watched, she watched it before we watched it. And if it was okay, of course we got to watch it. If it wasn't, we couldn't watch it. Now that I'm older, some of the things we couldn't watch, I see why we couldn't watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And they to tell you, I sit down and I explain. He saw me. I explained everything about this. Why I don't want you doing this. Why, and I explain everything to them, just like they grown. I want them to have a full understanding.
I know that's right, brother. I know that's right. Uncle Pudge. We know Uncle Pudge got something to say.
Good Lord, man. They got an axe to go in the fridge?
Man, listen.
Yeah. But hey, that's how we grew up in the country, boy. Listen, you go to South Carolina, my folks there, even here in Bradenton. No, you better not go in that fridge without asking.
Nah, we wasn't to that extent. My mother had sections of the fridge that was ours, and if everything in our section was gone, don't touch nothing else.
That's how it was.
You better not put your hands on nothing else.
And we had our own little area in the pantry, like
if it's gone before grocery day, don't touch nothing else.
Don't touch it. Yeah,
sound like a personal issue. You shouldn't have been so greedy. And it's called the icebox. Get out my icebox.
That's what I tell my kids. I'm like, here go y'all basket. This is y'all snacks. The mom's gone. They come back. Can we have some of your? Where's your stuff?
I know that's right.
You know, I'm like, well, what you gonna give me? I make them trade. They be like, well, I got goldfish. Dad don't want goldfish. You gotta come with something better. So
this man on the Oregon Trail over
you want to say
the internet? Hey man, look, man. For the longest at my house,
what's
they couldn't
up,
get on
Zay?
YouTube. Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, little brother?
What's up, baby?
Little light skin. Hey, what's going on?
Oh yeah, hey, YouTube off limits in my house. I don't play that junk
because
no more. That's off limit.
For a while they couldn't go on YouTube.
Yeah.
Nothing. I'm like, because man, let me tell you this story. I was in school, because that's what I did. I worked in school. And my student, we was looking up something for a project. He needed some type of image of an animal or something. So we go on Google, and I think it was something like a cockatoo or something. So we go on Google, and the images he had seen, search, man, the pictures that came up for that bird, them birds. There was some chick with a song, coming on her face. All this other, I was like, wait a minute, hold on. I was like, man, we talking about a bird. So that's when I knew, like, man, you gotta be careful what you type into Google. Like man, but he a young.
Any keyword can get you to something that you ain't supposed to be looking at.
I'm sitting up here like, hey, turn that off. I don't want the school sitting up here thinking I got you watching porn. Man. But so my daughter, she 12, so she was like, she into the Snapchat because her mom let her do the Snapchat, the TikTok. She couldn't do that at my house. She used to, I can't get on TikTok. I'm at Dad's house. So I'm looking at her like, okay, let me tell you something. I'm going to allow this. But you already know I don't want you talking to anybody that ain't already your friend on there. If I catch you talking to anybody outside of what you do, you already know that's over with. And she been pretty good, with it. She understands. I set those boundaries. Like, they can't even go online and play video games with another person unless it's family. That's it. I don't do that outside.
Shoot,
oh, this is my friend.
These days too.
This is my friend from school. Like, no, because when I say family, I mean they cousins. I know this is their cousin, because this is my nephew. This is my niece. Y'all can play with them. You can play with Uncle Jake, myself. That's it. None of this outside. This is my friend from school, because I don't know if that's really your friend from school. That could be somebody, using a profile and as an adult. So my kids, I set the boundaries. They don't try to break them. I'm happy with that. But, like y'all said, it depends on, the maturity level of your kids. Also, parents, I don't know what happened to parents, man, nowadays. Ain't no such thing. Wasn't no such thing as privacy when I grew up. Shit, I don't even remember having a door in my room. At my room, I mean, we weren't allowed to close no doors.
Yeah.
And unless you're in the bathroom or you taking a shower. That's it. The only time you got privacy. Outside of that, hell no. What you doing? My mother breezed past my room, sick ass. What you doing? Nothing. Keep it that way. All right. Like, I do the same thing with my kids. I peek my head in.
What you doing?
Up. Like what? I'm like, nothing. I'm just seeing what y'all doing, because y'all too quiet. When y'all get quiet, y'all doing something.
You seeing if they jump when you walk past the door? If you jump real fast, what you in here doing since you jumping?
Exactly. Why you in here jumping? Well, I wasn't doing nothing. If you wasn't doing nothing, you were jumping. What you in here doing?
Hey, don't you find it so funny that your kids be thinking you be dumb? You be like, yo, like I done did this 100 times, cuz. Like, what you think this is?
So dumb, man. We don't know nothing. We don't know a thing. I'm like, I be telling Elijah all the time, like, bro, you try to get away with stuff that I tried to get away, and I couldn't get away with it.
Shoot, you trying to get away with stuff that I got away with.
Man, listen, even with the stuff I did get away with, you know what I'm saying? It was hard to get away with. Not with my mama. It's hard to get away with anything. You know, certain things we got away with, but not everything. Now we ain't get away with everything.
Now with my mom, every Haitian mother has a dream. So
I was about to say, you got a Haitian mom, so she probably had a dream about something you did.
She always had a dream, apparently.
That's all Chrissy used to say.
My mom told me when I got older that she would go to my bedroom and like just make sure I ain't got nothing crazy in there and stuff like that. And I was like, dang, mom, like I barely got in trouble in school or even at home. So you in trouble? She's like, no, I just gotta make sure because I know you're getting older and you're well developed. So I need to know.
My mom used to tell us is that all she had to do was just pray. God will show her one way or another.
Yeah.
That's all she did was pray. And she asked God to show her what was going on.
That's crazy.
Yeah. God will snitch on you in a minute, boy.
Don't.
He done got me a couple of times.
Yeah, he done got me so many times, boy.
My mama was in Arkansas, so I knew she was in Arkansas. So I'm like, man, it's party time. I had a chick over. I was sitting up here playing house. My mama come home unexpectedly. And I was like, she was like, I knew I was having a dream that somebody was in my house. And I was like, man, God done tricked on me, man.
Gotta stand on your side. He'll put it out there, boy.
Hey, first of all, Telly talking about his mom used to walk past his door just looking. Telly, some of the stories you done told us, it's probably a good reason why she just walked past your door. On your door. You done told us some stories. Telly, if you were my kid, you couldn't have a damn door either. Nothing. I didn't see your room 24/7.
That's the thing. My bedroom was right next to hers.
Good.
Directly next to hers. So she would walk past, look in. I'm like, I'm not doing nothing. But man, she used to get up. My mama used to get up in the middle of the night. No lie. Walk to my room. Because it was her room, my room, bathroom. So it's all connected. Wake me up out my sleep to go get her a glass of water. And I used to look at her like, right there.
Did she ever tell you that's why she made you?
Nah, man. I told her that. I told her you had kids so you can have slaves. That's what I like. But yeah, man, we the kids. See, I don't do that to my kids, you know. But yeah, with my kids, I do the same thing, man. I walk past, look in. My kids got hearing problems. They always coming out their room looking at me. I'm like, I didn't call you. What are you doing? Did you think that I'm calling you? They hear me calling them all the time, and I'm like, I ain't said a word.
Because they're paranoid.
It's paranoid.
When you check your phone because you felt it vibrate and it didn't do nothing, that's what that is.
It's paranoid.
Oh, that happens to me all the time too.
That's what I said. They're paranoid.
I know it ain't.
But I don't think the internet didn't really hit for us till we was like about 10, 11. Because like I didn't have internet till we started getting like AOL. And then that was the first time we had internet. And then like the first thing I was on was like Nickelodeon to play them little
Nickelodeon Cartoon
Network thing. And then it wasn't until like I think it was like for us, I think it was like about like 8th or 9th grade is when I finally got a computer in my room and I was able to get on like the internet. But it's still like it was just the internet. It really wasn't nothing to get on besides those little chat rooms. Now, what was it? Like 2006 or 2006 or 7 hit and MySpace started popping. Okay, that's when it was on and popping. Then that
MySpace was popping before that because I was in high school on MySpace.
So I never get on MySpace like that.
I was on MySpace when I was in 10. Yeah, man, listen, MySpace was that space.
No,
you get to customize your profile and everything.
Oh, MySpace was.
You were doing web design before web design.
Because you go on the little thing and you cut, copy, and paste the whole code. You put it
change the codes and stuff like that. They taught us how to do all of that stuff.
And then you can put your song on there, and then you can take your man. you got your profile and you got your girl's profile. But let's talk about the top 8 or top 12. That top 8 and top 12 was breaking up happy homes.
It was. It was breaking up friendships.
Breaking up friendships. Ben, you had a top 8, top 12.
I ain't have no MySpace.
You didn't have no MySpace?
I didn't get down with MySpace like that.
All right, so let me break it down. So basically, like the top 8 or top 12 was like you ranked your friends, right? And I'm gonna tell you how bad it was. Was it just me, or I never felt like I could put my girlfriend as my number one person? Like I always had to have my best friend as my number one. Like my best friend, my number one, my girlfriend's my number 2. And so when she seen that, she put her best friend as number 1 and put me as number 2. And I was like, damn, that's how we doing it. You going, but yeah, that MySpace was lit.
Yeah, I went down with MySpace.
What was your first experience with social media?
Had to be when Facebook started really popping and getting off. That's what it really was. That's when I really started jumping into the social media thing, when Facebook really took off. I wasn't into MySpace or nothing like that. Man, I was still in the garage band trying to make songs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I was out there writing songs and stuff when that stuff was starting to pop off. So I ain't really jumped into it until MySpace and all that stuff. And
you see my boy said that top 8 was breaking up clicks.
It was.
See?
Oh, Black Planet, yeah.
Yeah, hey, because that top 8, because it's like you'd have like 800 friends on MySpace, but then you have your top 8 or like your top 12, and people be saying like, "Damn, I ain't make your top 8. That's how you rocking with me? I ain't good enough." Like that top 8.
That's what you call pettiness.
Yeah.
That's what you call it.
We were all 14, 15 on this doggone stupid thing on MySpace. As soon as you get home,
14, 15.
Black Planet, yeah.
I know I'm
Black Planet.
I don't know nothing about Black Panther neither. No, nothing about it.
What? I didn't go on that one.
It was a knockoff MySpace, basically.
I was trying to find the girl of the week.
You
I thought Black Planet was a dating site.
Yeah, Black Planet. I said I was trying to find the girl of the week.
You trying to find the girl of the week? Or Jimbo out there trying to slide. That's what Jimbo's trying to slide. I'm glad we older now, Jimmy, and we don't do that.
I'm glad you done found Jesus. They ain't it.
Yeah, I'm glad we older.
Yeah, my first adult experience was on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook.
Yeah,
and then I was on Facebook, and then somebody was like, "Oh, you should try this new thing called Twitter." And I was like, "What's that?" Right? And so I had started to notice like Facebook was like a safe place, right? And Black Planet came first. Oh, okay. And then I found Twitter, and I downloaded Twitter, and oh my God, it was MySpace. It was like BET Uncut. Twitter was MySpace.
No, for real.
Twitter was
all the news before any
Twitter was lit, boy.
When Twitter first came out, I did sign up for Twitter, but I got off of that too.
I got off Twitter.
Boy, look at him.
Bro, I had a Twitter when everybody was like, "Oh, get on Facebook." I like, forget Facebook. I got Twitter. Creasha, no, I ain't had no Facebook for the longest.
I got off Twitter too, man. Twitter got a little bit too much for me.
I didn't get a Facebook till like my junior year in college.
Oh dang.
Nah, Twitter was very uncut.
Still is.
Yeah, it definitely is. I hopped on Twitter and I'm sitting there looking like, I'm like, oh, because you know what it was? Every time somebody's naked picture leaked, you could find it on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? And I think the first time was like, I can't think of who it was. I can't think of celebrity it was, but it's like her naked photos leaked. And I'm like, they ain't finna just have it on Twitter. I typed in like 6 letters of her name, and then bam, right there, right on the front page of Twitter, and it was trending. I was like, well, I'll be damn. All right, it is. So yeah. Twitter's been that
probably Kim K.
Probably Kim K and what's
Ray
the dude? Ray J.
Oh, it might have been. I can't remember.
That's the one I can remember off top. That when that came out, that's when you want to go to searching for it to see what was up. You know what I'm saying? That's how I really gauged into social media. If I could find this stuff out on social media, then you really got to go to the internet. You know what I'm saying? You can find this stuff out on social media.
Y'all grew up in the age of technology.
Yes, we did. Don't be hating on us.
There wasn't no internet. I had a floppy disk stick the disc in.
Hey, hold on.
Hold on, bro. Because we had those in middle school.
We had
when they taught us, when you had to go to computer class, and then when you had to instead of writing your essays and your reports, you had to write your essays and your report, and then your teacher graded it, right? And then your next class was your computer class, and now you got to put that essay on your you got to put the essay in a format like double space, certain font. It had to be a certain way for you to pass that class, and to save it, you had to put it on a floppy disk. I remember walking into the class, bro, and having to find a blank floppy disk and a little slide thing on the look.
We know about it. We know about it.
Okay.
They was taking
chat rooms.
Listen, they was taking it away as we were getting older. They were taking it away, and that's when the Big Mac colorful computers were starting to come out.
When we was playing Dino Crisis?
Yes.
I just about to say, Unc, I think he forgot that we grew up before the internet and while it was coming in.
Yes, that's when we started.
So we got the best of both worlds.
Yeah, we did.
Right. Yeah, you gotta understand, we all like 30, at least 31 around here. So we remember the era of staying up late until all you seen was the American flag and Star Spangled Banner on the TV, because the TV networks cut off, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this. We showing our age because I remember if you wanted to watch any type of TV late night, you had to watch MTV, because they started putting like those road rules and whatever that house all.
Yeah, Real World was on there too.
Real World, that's what it's
Real
called.
World, and we started watching. We started watching the Real World, and that was our first sight.
BBQ Uncut.
Reality.
Can't forget BT Uncut.
Yeah, but we was watching, but Road Rules was on later than BT.
Hey, when Tip Drill came out, Jimbo.
Hey, I was hoping I had me a credit card then, boy.
I'll tell you, when Tip Drill came out, I'm like, okay.
Don't forget that Disco Inferno video at 50.
Yes, sir. Disco Inferno.
Yeah. But remember when the first fight on reality TV, the black dude and the white boy got into a fight, and it was like the biggest deal ever on Road Rules.
Road Rules, yeah.
And they got into a fight, and it was like the talk of the town. So we've been there. We seen like late night TV kind of come into play when all the channels had something on repeat late night. We remember having a floppy disk. We remember having the Big Macs, and then we remember having I remember when YouTube first came about. Oh man, when YouTube first came out,
Soulja Boy was the first one on there.
Yeah, Soulja Boy was the first one streaming.
No, that was a joke. That was a joke because he.
I think he was though.
He was. Okay.
Soulja Boy was the first person to put like his silly ass rap on YouTube.
Because he was the only person I was searching up on YouTube when YouTube came out.
I was coming up.
Huh?
Did y'all have jukebox on TV when y'all was coming up?
No, we had Rap City, waiting for your favorite song to come on. Rap City.
For real, watching the old hour show.
Jukebox was where we could call in and request a video, and they played the video on TV. We was watching that.
That was our TRL and crap.
Okay,
they said, "Boy, y'all showing y'all age."
Hey, we is showing our age.
Hey, y'all have party lines on the phone? Y'all had party lines on the phone?
No, we had no party line.
See,
I had some friends who had older siblings, and I used to see them do that.
Yeah.
What is a party line? I'm intrigued.
Is it like a clubhouse? Is that what it's like?
No, what it was is a number you call, and it sort of was like y'all chat rooms, but it was on the phone. And you just talking to people on the phone.
Oh, a conference call.
In one big group. Sort of like that. Yeah. We call it the party line.
She's on a conference call.
Yeah, you just
no, that's what it sounds
like. It sounds like Microsoft Teams back in like 1996.
I guess sort of like that. That's how we used to date too. Call people. And then you meeting people on the phone.
Man, shoot, how we used to date, we used to write letters and junk.
Bro, I remember the letter game. Bro.
Origami, yep. A little square, a little origami thing. Yep. Hey, boo, what you doing? This me. Nothing.
They used to pass them in between classes.
In between classes, yeah.
Pass them in between classes.
Third period, 10:27 a.m.
Yep.
And you got to give it to her homegirl so she can get. Bro,
Hey, get us to your girl real quick. Knowing she was gonna read it before the girl.
Yeah. You gotta hold it up and stuff so she wouldn't read it, and then it'd be like, "Girl, he gave you a good note today."
Bro, I remember I had a bunch of love letters from other girls, and I used to hide them in my stereo. And yeah,
you could have left them in your backpack.
So my mama, I'm walking to the bus stop. I see my mama walking out because my stereo was broke, so I just kept it in there. So she went to go throw it away. And when it hit the ground, everything came out. So, I looked at it and I looked at my mama. I kept walking to the bus stop.
Hey, just keep on going. Don't want to turn around. She ain't say nothing to you.
Oh, no, trust me. She said something. She said something.
Yes. I deal with this one. I handled that. I bet you were stressing the whole day, wasn't you?
I was.
Hey, Jimmy, you gonna eat your cookie at lunch? No, I'm good today.
No, I'm good. I ain't nothing today. Jimbo quiet in class, ain't talking to nobody. Jimbo going to the bathroom slow and stuff. Come on now.
Hey, that was the best behaved day that we ever had in school.
For real.
Hey, but yeah, you clock like, man.
Hey, school going fast today for some reason.
No extra
that was some stressful times at that point, boy. I'm like, freak.
But yeah, no, when YouTube first came out, and then it was just full of Soulja Boy, and we was looking up all kind of videos on YouTube. I remember when YouTube first came out, and I would sit there and watch YouTube all day long because YouTube was so lit at all. And then that's when, bro. Remember when we didn't even have Google, bro? We had Ask Jeeves.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Don't forget Ask Jeeves.
Yeah, Ask Jeeves.
Man, I forgot about Ask Jeeves.
I'm gonna tell you, YouTube. Google wasn't the main. Google was because you had Ask Jeeves, you had Yahoo search, you had like Firefox, you had all these you had all these other things, bro.
Yeah, we didn't.
You took me.
When did Google even come in?
I don't even know.
Google was there, but it just wasn't the main one.
No, I'm talking about when
I think.
Let me rephrase the question.
1996, I think.
Because today Google is the number one search engine. So when did Google become the number one search engine? Because I know Google was there back then.
Because they just kind of fell off. To be honest with you, they just kind of fell off. Like because at one point, Ask Jeeves used to be my number one go-to.
No, yeah, that's my number one go-to.
But Ask Jeeves always gave us stuff for like research papers. Like that's all they gave us. It didn't give us what Google gave us.
Google gave us everything.
Google
search engine. So y'all had Google. I had encyclopedias. That was my Google.
Hey, listen.
Before Ask Jeeves, we had that before Ask Jeeves.
We had that too, because I remember my mama telling me to go look it up in the encyclopedia or the dictionary, bro.
Yeah.
We had that too, though.
You don't even see an encyclopedia now.
You don't see them. You don't see them.
As a matter of fact, when we was in elementary, bro, we had thesauruses and dictionary books on our desk.
Yeah, because you had the ABC, you had and each book was like this thick. Yeah. And you had A all the way through Z if you wanted to find out anything, bro. It was wild. And then the internet, and then bro, remember when Free After 9?
Oh, the cell phone. Hey, no. Hold on. It wasn't just Free After 9.
I'll call you back after 9 o'clock. I'll call you back after 9 o'clock. All right.
Let me call you.
Right.
No. But not even that. Shoot, they used to call you. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna call you back. Hang up. And call them right back because it was outgoing calls were free or something like that.
So you had to do incoming calls. So call me on my cell phone from your house phone so I can get the call for free. Yeah. That was bro. Y'all remember them cell phone plans? 2,000 texts,
500 minutes,
800 minutes, 2,000 texts.
Oh man, stop calling me. Y'all wasting my minutes.
When did y'all get your first cell phone?
My first cell phone?
Oh man.
All right.
I was in middle school. I had a Nokia.
It was
I got mine in high school.
I had a Nokia too.
I think I was at 9th. I think I was a freshman. No, I was a freshman. in high school, and I got this little brick Nokia, and it was
Yeah.
And
hey, bro, we used to play Snake all day.
All day.
All day.
Tetris and Snake on that mug.
Yeah.
And then I got my first
screen.
Yeah, I had my first job, and I got my first Verizon phone, little flip phone, whatever. And then that was free after 9. I was free from 9 to 5. But if you called it like 4:58, I could talk for however long. And then it was free after 9 to 5 and free on the weekends. And that was my first like phone bill because it was like $60 a month. That child. Yeah. And then Metro came out and changed the motherfucking game.
Metro came and changed.
Bro, you remember when the phones were free with the plan?
Did you get the plan?
Yeah.
Because the phone worth was like $180. You get the plan.
Flip joints, the black and silver flip joints.
Mm-hmm. Right. You remember? Okay, so listen. You remember when they came out with AT&T? No, not AT&T. No.
It was before AT. It was cellular or no?
Singular.
Yeah, singular.
It was singular.
Yeah. And Bell. Was it Bell?
Bell. I think it was something like that. Yeah.
Okay, I remember. Yeah. I remember Singular, right? Singular came out with them damn Nokia sidekicks, and people who had the Nokia sidekicks thought they were the absolute shit. Like the little flip up.
I couldn't stand them little sidekicks.
Everybody loves it.
Listen, I ain't finna front. Boy, when I got my first BlackBerry, you couldn't tell me nothing.
Yeah, BBM.
I know.
You could. Hey, that BBM that you couldn't tell me nothing. And then them phones be messing you up back in the day. You ever be on the phone late night? Yeah, you know what I'm saying, baby. I'm just chilling, sitting here thinking about you. And then you see your phone ring, and it be your other chick, and your heart drop because you already know when she answered that phone.
Bro, how old were you?
Hey, Jimbo, I'm about to say I don't remember.
I don't remember none of that, bro. Like,
what you don't remember? I remember I was like,
bro, I wasn't that deep into it like you, dog.
Yeah, I was like,
all about going outside playing basketball. And
this after the basketball. This after you done snuck off and rode your bike to the champs court, and it's 7:30. You gotta haul ass back home for the street lights come on. And so you get in the house, you get a shower, when you be on the phone, you kicking with chick number one.
After that shower, I'm trying to watch TV or play video games. That was my thing.
Hold on, Mike.
What's up?
All right, I spoke to your mama. So your mama wasn't a warden growing up, bro?
Oh,
bro, if I would have thought about sneaking out the house, my mom would have slapped the crap out of me.
No. I wasn't sneaking out the house. I was already outside. You know what I'm saying? It was just like I wasn't supposed like don't go far, but I'm going to the champs court to play basketball. So
okay. Well, you said sneaking out. I'm like, man.
Oh well, I meant to say sneaking off to the champs court. Like I
would have died.
That's something I ain't never done, Joe. I wasn't there.
Not supposed to be that far. No, my parents didn't play that. It wasn't just her. It was my daddy too. They didn't play that nonsense.
Hey, I'd rather go play with the little hoodlums on the street than with my mama, boy.
I wasn't playing.
I was risking life and limb doing it.
Yeah,
I would only go out there every once in a while.
I wouldn't risk it. I like my life too much.
Yeah, I wouldn't risk playing with Lisa, but Lisa, boy, she was a thug, boy.
after them notes, you ain't want no smoke.
Bro, I ain't want no smoke with her at all, boy.
Hey, bro, I still don't want to smoke with my mama to this day.
Sure don't.
Think of a question. How old were you when you got your last whooping? Like, that was it. You was too big to get a whooping.
Middle school.
I
was bad as freak.
I think I was like 12 or 13. After
you know what? Listen.
It was kind of like, let's not do this anymore.
Actual whooping was probably in elementary school, but my actual physical being, because my mama jacked me up against the wall when I was 13 for sucking my teeth at her. That was the last time she had to put her hands on me because I was done at that point. I'm not gonna do anything else for my mama to put her hands on me. But she jacked me across the wall. She's strong too. I'm 13. I think I'm good. I'm ready. She took me right up there just like that, just for sucking my teeth, dog. So that's
that conscious strength. That's that Ocala.
I'm in the same place as B. I got my pops pops out and came across the corner and put that paw in my chest right quick, let me know what's up. And I was like 12, 13. And after that, I ain't want.
After 12, 13, I ain't never had no more physical.
Ain't had no more problem.
Yeah, I never really got whoopings. Now that I think about it, my parents realized that I wasn't that type of kid. But in the Haitian culture, there's something called agenu. Mm-hmm. So it means when they got you on your knees, you got to stand on your knees in between the cracks, and you got a whole so you got to stay there, face the wall, and stay there for however long they want you to stay. Ooh. And so my trick was I'll fall asleep, so my mom be like, "Okay, it's time for you to go," and stuff like that. But the last time I did that was in 3rd grade.
So. Slicker than a can of grease. You
man, but that was a good child. I didn't get my parents. Oh wow,
you were 16.
Oh, I can 16, see it.
Dog. Tell me the story. No, tell the story. Tell the story. Tell the story.
Here go the story, man. I did something. I know it was something in school. I did something in school wrong. And she was like, "You about to get a whooping." I looked at her. I'm like, "Man, I'm 16." And she was like, "No," and I literally let those words come out my mouth. And that didn't piss her off anymore. And she was like, "You ain't never too big for a whooping. Lay your ass down." I was like, and so she hit me, and I was like, and she hit me again. I was like, "I ain't gonna cry, so you can stop." And then she just went bananas. She started laughing. And then I was like, I'm like, "So I told you, I ain't gonna cry. I'm a man."
Oh my God.
Oh man. See, and then this how I knew she was serious, because she got calm. She's like, "Let me tell you something. I'm gonna hit you some more." And said, "If you don't cry, I'm gonna go get that orange extension cord." And you remember those orange, big ass, thick extension cords?
Yeah, they still got.
Yeah, they plug the defreeze up with.
Yeah, they still
got. Said, "I'm gonna use that." And she said, "If you don't cry, then I'm gonna get my gun. I'm gonna shoot your ass."
She was just wanting you to cry. That's all that was. You should have just cried.
I manufactured some tears, G. I was like,
and the boy say,
dog that died.
And that boy said he talked into his Denzel Washington that day, doesn't he? Hey, Brett, look at this thug.
And he pushed her off.
Look at this thug.
Dang.
Yo, the fact that you had enough. What's the word I'm looking for?
Courage.
The audacity.
Nah, the audacity to push your mama off. What?
I wouldn't.
Let me would have.
All the time, but
man, I would have been 6 feet under. Hey, with Mama D and my mama, we'll be 6 feet under. We push.
Thank you.
I would have been hated.
The worst thing was,
I ain't touching
when they whipping you and you grab belt, that's the worst thing you can do.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
That's always my mom's white.
Man,
hey, I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to say that. I was like, "Oh, she." You can tell y'all pale, but like I ain't want to say that on.
You good? Because I tell her all the time. That's because you was raised by white people.
Like that's that pale people stuff.
As soon as we had a moment of quietness, I was showing up and say it. I was showing up and say it.
Sam, you were fortunate because a black mother.
Ain't no putting. Only time we put hands on us when we give her a hug. That's the only time we do it.
Bro, my mama used to make me and my sister hold our hand out like this. And if you think about snatching your hand back while she beating you gonna get it again.
Man,
you gonna get it 2 times.
Listen, man, my mama had all 4 of us laid across the bed, bare booty.
Yeah.
all four.
But what did you do? What led to that point that y'all had to be that physical?
Bro, listen, it came to the point that at the end of it, she started laughing.
Bro, that's that country living right there, dog.
Bro,
everything you explaining, that's that country stuff.
I don't know what we did, but she had all 4 of us laid across that bed, bare booty. Let me tell you now, bare booty. Y'all talking about, people talking about child abuse today?
Nah, bruh. Brandon, I got one that's gonna top you. I used to get beat getting out the tub. My mom used to act like everything was kosher, and I got the tub.
She wanted your skin wet. That hurt.
Bro, hey, my mama was a real one.
That's the worst hurt. Coming out of the shower.
That's crazy.
No, bro. I'm sitting in the tub and she come in while I'm in the tub and she yanked me up. Get up.
And what did you do?
Bro, be honest with you, dog. I ain't no telling what I did, bro. I was always into something. The people at school, the front office, they knew me and my mom on a first name basis. It got to the point my mama started coming to school with me. And then I stopped getting in trouble because she used to make me answer every question. The teacher, Jimmy know everything you gonna ask.
Wow.
We had one time and that was it. We just stayed away from the one time.
My mama, see, I grew up in the era where I used to see kids get their ass whooped in school.
Yeah.
Mama come up there and just
me too.
wear their ass out right there in the hallway. I'm like, and my mother used to be like, you need me to come up to that school? No, I do not. I am good.
Keep yourself away from the schoolhouse.
Right. And she used to just pop up. Unannounced, she pop up. I remember one time, I'm just so happen I have to be doing my work. I wasn't acting up. I was just focused on my work. I look up at the door. She was standing right there looking. I was like, what you doing here? She said, nothing. Get back to work. I was like, because we lived in back of the school. So literally, if you stood on my back porch, my school was right downstairs. So she used to pop up whenever she wanted to. And I'd be like, man, I got to be cool all the time because you never knew when she was going to pop up.
Listen, let me just put out a disclaimer because my mom always getting on us talking, so we be putting her out there. No, Mom, we not putting you out there. What has happened is what you've done to us has shaped us into the men that we are today. And I appreciate it. I didn't like all the movies, but I appreciate everything that you have instilled into us, and this is how I raise my children. Hey, stop.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put my disclaimer out there. I just gonna say, Mom and Dad, I probably deserve 98% of them ass whoopings I got.
I deserve 100% of them.
at least 98% of them. But I remember this, bro. I remember this one time we was in middle school, bro. I remember to this day, bro. It was 8th grade, right? One of my Spanish homies, right? This nigga, I don't know what possessed him, right? But he decided he wanted to smoke with cigarettes, right? So he was in the gym locker room, right? And he stole some of his his uncle and dad's cigarettes, right? And at that point, I had just walked in there, I'm pissing, right? And I'm walking out. And the PE teacher coming in, right? He grabbed me. Now you know what I'm saying? The PE teacher, old school black dude. He grabbed me. Nope, don't you go nowhere. And then he seen my old homeboy, and he was like, so which one of y'all in here smoking? So, okay, all right, we got this, right? So it was a big old deal, right? So I'm sitting in the office, right? And you got to understand, I'm sitting there because I'm so confused because for one of the few times in my life, I'm actually innocent because I wasn't smoking. I literally was in the bathroom peeing and then walking out, right? And changing out for the end of, before lunch. So they called my dad standing there, and his dad standing there, right? And the principal standing there, and then they got the what was it? The cops that used to be at the school?
The resource officer.
The resource officer standing there. And so the crazy part about it is at that time it was like the resource officer was black.
Right, white people stuff.
The PE teacher was
people
black.
stuff. Stop calling them
white people. I'm sorry, Jimmy.
So
my fiance is a pale person.
Sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
Go ahead. My bad.
I'm talking about, bro. So they sitting there who was smoking cigarettes, right? And he's sitting there trembling, right? And I'm sitting there looking at him like, bruh, you go. It wasn't me. That's so if it wasn't you, so it was just him. I'm looking at him like, don't make me snitch on you, bruh, because that's what I'm about to do. Because I'm not catching no smoke. You smoking cigarettes. So finally,
I would have told the truth right over it, bro.
I was trying to give him an opportunity.
Ain't no opportunities. If my mama asked us who did it, that person did it, right?
I was like, man, it was him. It was something else. So you want smoking cigarettes? I was like, literally, I walked in the locker room to get change, right, and leave to go to lunch because we had it because part of our curriculum in PE was to make sure you had your uniform, right? We had the little uniform. Yeah, so I went and got changed, and then I went to lunch. I was gonna go to lunch. They was like, well, why was you last one in the locker room? And I was like, I was like, because I was out there on some dumb kid stuff, kicking over the cones. So Coach Jackson made me go pick up all the cones before we came in. That's why I was the last one. And the coach is like, yeah, that's right. He did have to go pick up the cones because he was out there knocking them over on purpose.
That's what saved you.
That I kind of, but then he finally just kind of was like he finally was like, yeah, it was just me. He's like, as I started before he got in there, because I was like, I'm so lucky I didn't have to whoop your ass from back from the suspension. I would have got in trouble. So he kind of was like, all right, well, if we good with him, we gonna let him go back to class. And my dad was like, going back to class now. I knew that was my dad saying, you lucky.
You lucky. Yeah.
You lucky.
Listen. We kind of got off track with the reminiscing of the whoopings and stuff.
But no, that was good.
No, it was good.
Because I know Brandon, I know you got a whooping. No, I'm just saying, I know you got a whooping because of Nick and them. You grew up with brothers and sisters. They done got you a whooping before. I know that.
No, to be honest with you, I'm gonna be honest. I know my mama watching. I'm gonna be honest. I got them in trouble, and then she caught me getting them in trouble. That's
we need to talk to Nick now.
Yeah. I know
my brothers done got me some whoopings. Like I be looking like I didn't even have nothing to do with it. Like,
good morning, kid.
Something. No, I didn't. I'm like.
And while we call
I was
like, man, it was crazy.
I was a sneaky one out my mama butt, so it was always me. Me and my sister, we got the most whooping. Also my sister, but me and my sister, we got the most whooping. I ain't trying to put you out there, Mel. I'm just saying.
Well,
I'm just saying. But listen, we kind of got off subject, but that was a good conversation.
And to Nick's question, why we call them pale people? Because they ain't white. When you touch their skin turn colors. They got some form of pigmentation. they're yeah. I'm not gonna go into the deep science of it, but they're not white. They pale.
He need answers.
You got your answer.
And Jimbo said enough. Jimbo said enough, Nick. Jimbo said enough. Go back to work. Hey, shout out to Nick, man. I'm sorry you had to work this morning. Wish you could have been on. Shout out to Nate too. I saw Nate pull up and he said, "Yo, shout out to Nate. Shout out to Coach A. Shout out to I think the rest of us on here." So
not good enough. Hush.
Not good enough. Hey man, any final thoughts?
All the parents. Shout out to
all the parents. Yes. Hey man, we gotta bring the parents on the show so they can tell some stories that we might not be telling correctly or enough of. We gotta bring some parents.
Oh yeah, Mother's Day coming up. So
Mother's Day coming up.
I know we got something planned. Ken, what's up, brother? That's my guy, Ken. Yeah.
I will not incriminate myself.
Oh, you're not gonna bring your mother? Why?
I'm not gonna incriminate because she gonna tell it all.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. We need to know. To be honest with you, Mike.
Is Mike
he said, I'm not even working. We sit here looking stupid. Well, you should have jumped on if you wasn't working it. And y'all not looking stupid, brother. Y'all are very intelligent people.
Creesh, I hope you have some bullion today in my name, in my honor.
Oh, Creed, I forgot to text you about the book. You still got some books?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, snap, Creed.
I'm gonna holler at you because I need my book to put. I'm gonna put it on my desk. All right. Be like, who book is that? That's the First Lady book. You did what I'm saying. It's the First Lady book. Hey, anybody got anything else? We finna wrap it up. We trying to stay on longer than we supposed to. We trying to stay on. Anybody got anything else?
No.
That's it, man.
I think that's it too, man. I think that's it.
Come join us tomorrow for the end game.
We
got a lot to talk about in sports, especially the Dallas Cowboy that's on the run for murder.
Y'all make sure y'all talk about the NBA playoffs too, man.
And guess who ain't there?
The Lakers, LeBron James. Don't do that.
Mike, thank you. I was trying to do the same thing.
We are not about to start this nonsense today.
Thank you.
We're not about to start
today. Nick, what's up, Nick?
What's going on?
What's up, my boy? You ain't working, but you look like you working.
Man, we did 3 trucks since 3 o'clock.
Oh, you tired?
No, he not tired. That ain't nothing.
For 4 hours.
What you said, Nick?
I said I was asleep for 4 hours.
Oh, you asleep for 4 hours.
We ain't doing nothing.
Hey man, well listen. Why you here? Before we let loose, man. What's your mental health, man? 1 to 10.
Oh, mental health always on 10.
I'm about to say it should be a 10 since you just woke up.
Always on 10.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well, who your little buddy you got next to you?
Oh, my dog Jay.
What up, Jay?
What's going on?
What's up, my boy?
Hey, he said y'all don't want him on the podcast.
Yes, we do.
He all the way to 100.
He the one we want on the podcast.
That's what I told him.
The people we want.
It sounds like he don't want to be on the podcast.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
No, we gonna get him on one day.
Tell him no. He told
him. Hey, tell him we don't want no excuses. We available Saturdays and Tuesdays, baby. What you want? What you want?
Exactly. Tell him what's up. We can even give him some grace on Fridays with Coach A and Impact.
We go on at 9 and Tuesdays they go on. Hey, what time y'all going on Tuesdays? 8:30 at night.
They said I don't even know the time.
Yeah, Saturday morning at 9.
I know, Jimbo. We gotta get him right, bro. Hey, Jimbo, this
Hey, he said he's gonna be on next Saturday.
Yeah.
All right.
Next Saturday?
He said lock him in.
All right, we got you locked in now.
Tell him be a man of his word.
As long as he ain't gotta work.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Y'all know how I chop it.
Nah, that's the way out right there. That's the way out right there. That's what that is.
That's what that is. But listen, man, hey, we appreciate everybody watching. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Tony Ultra. I'm the one again. Please go and download that on all streams. Be looking for the remix with the CEO and Jim Bob.
Jim Bob, okay.
We're gonna set that up with the remix on Jim Bob and the CEO.
Believe that.
Hey, we love you guys. Y'all have a wonderful Saturday. We're gonna end on the Tony Ultra joint, and we will see y'all tomorrow on the end game with all y'all sports needs.
Mañana.
And we'll catch y'all later.
Fight coming up tonight,
bruh. I'm trying to get there, bruh.
See,
to get there.
Big fight coming up tonight that'll probably be spoken on the end game. So y'all tune in on the end game. We love y'all. Nick, man, appreciate you pulling up. This is the CEO. B, you got Friday Night Lights, Mike, not your average chef, Jimbo, the First Lady, Lucretia, and Uncle Pudge, aka Brother Jackson, the Pup King, Uncle Pup, whatever, all the names he got. He been messing with Jody for too long. You need to stick with one name.
I'm older than Jody, so I've been doing this for a while.
Hey, Ken said, make me a sandwich, Jimmy.
All right, we holler at y'all later.
Hey, look, hey, from the top, finger up, even if it's Tuesday in your cup, hey, look, same amount of fucks, I don't give, or the blunts that I shipping for some dollars should appear.